Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Monica and today we are going to do my everyday makeup basket and shop my stash for January of 2022. Oh, so I gotta admit, the basket is kind of a hot mess. I got quite a few new products. I finished a bunch of pan projects and I had a bunch of new pan projects. So we got like a mix of like 2021 pan projects, 2022 pan projects, and just a bunch of random products in here. And I think this is new herb. I think it was in my last video. I got this really cute coffin makeup brush holder on Amazon and I love it. And it has all my brushes here so I don't have to take down like two different things for makeup brushes. But yeah, so we're gonna have to clean up quite a few things. I think we're also gonna have some empties. Like I'm pretty sure my mascara is done. So let's just jump right in. We'll empty this basket out and then we'll go shop my stash. So up here on top, like I said, I'm pretty sure both of these mascaras I can swap out. So I've got the Essence Lash Princess in the purple bottle, and then I've got the Rare Beauty mascara. The Rare Beauty, honestly, it was so hit and miss for me. Like some days it would look really nice and my lashes would feel great and look great, but then there were other days where like my lashes and my eyes would be like super itchy and it would kind of flake off. So overall, it was like a meh for me. All right, we've got this MAC lip gloss. I actually got this as a back to MAC, so I brought in 6 empty MAC products, mostly Fix Plus, and I got a free lip gloss. And it's really cute, especially for filming. So I'm gonna move this back into my lip gloss section of my lipstick drawer. I think I'm okay with my, actually, I'm gonna double check. If I have another brow gel, I'm gonna move this out and bring in the new one. But if I don't, I'm gonna keep this until I get a new one because I actually don't remember if I have a backup of that brow gel in my drawer. I'm gonna keep the NYX glitter glue because I love it, and I'm gonna move out all of these eyeliners. So I've got these Aoa eyeliners where it's like one side is an eyeliner and one side is a stamp. I love them. They're super cute. The eyeliner is actually really good and I'm really happy with those. I am going to be coming out probably in a few weeks because I did just get a whole nother big package of makeup. I want to do a big dedicated review roundup video just for Shop Miss A products because I have a lot of things I need to review for you guys. So that'll be coming up soon. Also moving out these Shop Miss A eyeliners, this Marc Jacobs eyeliner. All right, and then I think let's just do a full swap out of the lipsticks as well. I've got some black lipsticks, I've got a lip gloss, I got a red lipstick. Let's do something new. So that is it for the top section. Let's move to the first drawer. Okay, so here we've got primers. I think I've used this quite a bit and I kind of want to swap it out and try something different. So I'm gonna move this YSL primer back into my collection. I'm gonna keep the Dermacol in here until I finish it. Like, I'm getting there. It's getting close. I've been using this as concealer as well as for spot concealing and as an eye primer. Using it as an eye primer every day. I really just want to finish it. I've had this for years. All right, I'm gonna move out this Aoa concealer. I wanna try something different for concealer. I have this Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream in 13 and then the Essence Pretty Natural foundation. Let's swap these out because I did pick up some new foundations in December and I do wanna swap those in. All right, this face powder I'm gonna keep in here until I finish it. I've actually got a decent amount of pan in it, but I do actually want to swap this one out. So this is not the packaging, but this is my Aoa Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This is actually the e.l.f. loose powder container, and 2 of the little Aoa Studio powders fit into one of these. So I emptied it in here because I wanted a bigger container. But I also picked up a loose powder in December and I kind of want to swap it out. I really want to compare this powder to the powder. Actually, I picked up a Laura Mercier, so I think I'm going to swap that one in. So I'll swap this out and let's go ahead and throw my little bread thing in the laundry. I'm gonna wash this one up and bring in a new one. I don't know if people have commented about it recently, but the reason I call these like little bread things is because one of my like first kind of big videos, I think it was a declutter of some sort, and I had one of these poof poofs in a drawer and I got the funniest comment ever, and someone put a timestamp where you saw a poof poof because it was just like this, like laying there, and someone commented, "What is that bread thing?" And I literally laughed way too hard. So now I just call them little bread things. So if you hear me call it a bread thing, it's just a stupid joke. And that is it for this drawer. This is see how messy this is? This is the hot mess drawer. So I've got these loose blushes from Rare Beauty. Not loose. Wow. I called this a loose blush. This is a liquid blush. I really didn't get to use these because I was trying to finish up my Petty Project Pan cream kind of lipstick that I was using as a cream blush. So I think I'm going to leave those two in here along with the Maybelline Color Tattoo. And then all of these I'm going to move out. So I've got the Physicians Formula Nude Shimmer Brick I'm going to move out. The Balm Down Boy Blush I'm going to move out. The Essence Pure Nude Highlighter I'm going to move out. The Hourglass palette I want to move out. And I think it's not in my rotation right now for my Petty Project Pan, but this is definitely something I want to swap in to my Petty Project Pan once I finish the first couple of products. So if you missed the intro to my Petty Project Pan, I'll have that up in the cards. Okay, this is a Milani face palette, and I have to admit, I also didn't get a lot of use out of this. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna swap this out. I'll bring it back when I actually have more time to actually focus on it. And then this was actually my birthday gift from my fiance, Alvin. He got me the Triochrome palette from Natasha Denona, and it's beautiful. It's stunning. I first used these pinkly purpley shades with the Last of My Leela palette. If you missed the finale for my Pen That palette, I'll throw that up in the cards. But these are the shades I used with it to really finish that palette up. But I cannot wait to dig into these greens. Honestly, I really miss green eyeshadow. But I think I'm going to swap this out for now just so I can bring in a couple of newer things in my collection. But I'm definitely going to go back to this for those greens. And we can finally move this out. This is my empty Leela palette. How pretty. It's just wow, isn't it? So I did keep my empty Pan That palettes from Subculture, the Marc Jacobs palette, and this one. And eventually I really do want to, like, I don't know, either hang them up over here or do like a shadow box because I really like those. And that is it for this drawer. Well, actually, let's go ahead and like scoop into this drawer because my next Pan Those palettes are down here. So we've got the ColourPop Yes Please, and we've got the Urban Decay Naked 2. So I'm gonna just pop those. So down here in the third drawer, we've got the big Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, which I did use a few times. I mainly use like these pinky shimmers with my Pan That palette, but I didn't really get to use a lot of the other shades like I kind of wanted. But again, I've got some new products I want to swap in, so I'm going to swap this out for now. I did not really get to use this Tom Ford shadow, so I'm actually going to pop this up here because I think it would match the Naked 2 really nicely, so we're going to keep that up there. I've got this AOA Perfect pressed powder, which I was going to use as a bronzer because it's a shade too dark for me. But I'll swap that out for now along with this highlight and contour palette from Profusion because in my Petty Project Pan, I'm actually trying to pan a contour. So don't really need this too much right now. Speaking of my Petty Project Pan, drawer number 4 has my makeup cards, my makeup towel, and then these are my Petty Project Pan products. So I've got a highlighter, I've got an under eye corrector, which I'm actually going to pop this up here so I remember to actually reach for it and use it. I've got the lipstick. This is a mini lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to pop that up there so I also know to use it. And then we've got a Dior highlighter and a Burberry contour. So keeping that in mind, let's go ahead and put all of this makeup back and then go shop my stash. Alright, so drawer number 1, we've got setting sprays. I tend to just reach in here because this is right on my left hand side. I just reach in here directly when I do setting spray. But for primer, I picked up this baby skin primer from Maybelline, and I kind of want to use this one. So let's bring in this one, and that's supposed to be a pore erasing primer. So let's do one pore, and then maybe a glowy primer. Should I do this? No, let's do the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Flawless. Oh wow, I love how this is so expensive and the packaging, it comes right off. This is the Hollywood Flawless filter, though you wouldn't be able to tell from, wow, how much of that's come off. So I've got my color switch. I grabbed one of my bread things from over there to bring in, and I think we are good in here. Alright, next drawer down, we've got blushes and individual bronzers. So I am panning an individual contour, so maybe I should pull out an individual bronzer to go with it. Should I do the butter bronzer? Well, that's the matte butter bronzer. Let's see, we've got that one. I want to bring in the Kylie bronzer. It looks like the least warm out of the individual ones that I have, and I want to start getting some use out of it. So I'll bring that one in. And then for blush, so we have those liquid blushes in there. already. Do I want to, actually, let me pull this in. So this is a blush palette I just got. This is from BH Cosmetics, and I think this is from their Doja Cat collab. And look at these blushes. They're really pretty. That yellow, ooh, yes. So I'll bring that in. And then I think we are good for this drawer. Down one more drawer, we have the highlighters. Now I am panning a highlighter, so I don't want to bring in, maybe just bring in one, because I love highlighter. I really do. But what should I bring in? You know, I don't think I've used a Wet n Wild highlighter in a bit. I get an individual highlighter to match the other individual bronzer and contour. Well, I do have an individual highlighter in the Petty Project pan, right? Right. Well then, yeah, let's bring out the Wet n Wild palette though, because this was a holiday palette a couple years ago, but it was really cheap and it's really good quality. Honestly, the Wet n Wild highlighters are like some of the best affordable highlighters you can find. So I'll bring this one in. And then, yeah, this is all highlighters because I love highlighters, so I think we're good in this drawer. This drawer is just lashes, and I kind of do the same thing. I'll reach into here when I specifically want a lash. So we'll go on to... So the last drawer on this side is face palettes, and to be honest, I've got a lot of individual products that I'm using, trying to pan and use up, so I don't think it'll behoove me to bring out a face palette. I think next month I'll bring out 1 or 2 of these face palettes to get some use out of them, but for now I think we're good. So let's switch to the other side of my Alex drawers. So, foundation drawer is looking a little fuller. I really wanted to kind of shake things up, and I picked up quite a few new foundations last month. So one of them, I really want to bring in the Dior Air Flash. I had this foundation a few years ago, and I loved it. It is pricey, but I really, really like it. And I've got the lightest shade, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to bring this one in. I probably need to bring in a concealer. I got this little like mini of the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I have not tried this before. I tried the original Shape Tape and it was way too drying for me. So I'm gonna bring this one in. And then for foundation, what else do I want to bring in? Do I want to do the Wet n Wild or do I want to do the Maybelline? You know what? I want to do the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. I picked this up because I love the matte and poreless. And I tried the Dewy and Smooth years ago and I didn't like it, but my skin's changed a little bit, and now that I'm basically working from home and I'm staying indoors, I think the issue I had with this was that it didn't hold up after a full day kind of outside. So I really wanted to try it again, and I got 2 shades because I wasn't sure which one would match me better. I bought them online. So I got shades 102 and 110, and looking at them, I think 102 is gonna match me better because 110 already looks pretty dark, but I'll bring both of these in, try them out, and if 110 doesn't match me, I'll probably declutter that to a friend or a family member who can actually use it. So 1, 2, let's pull out one more foundation, you know, for funsies. So I got an older favorite, I've got a newer one. That's medium coverage, medium coverage. Should I do a full coverage one? Let's do the Aoa Pro Wear foundation. This one's very full coverage. Oh, and the powder, I forgot to grab powder. So I really wanted to bring in this Laura Mercier powder. So this is it's the regular translucent powder, but it's in like the holiday edition packaging. It was like slightly discounted and I really like the powder. So I'll bring this one in and then we can kind of reorganize these a little bit. Scooch that over. Okay, and I think that is it for this drawer. So down here, we've got mascaras, individual shadows, we've got liners. So let me see, do I have? I don't. So I don't have another NYX brow gel. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably place an order to pick one of those up because it is really, really good and like my go-to brow gel. Until then, you know, I think I've got another brow gel in here that I don't like as much. Let me see. Yeah, I've got the Aoa Studio Brow Gel. I'll pull this one out and I'll use that until I get the new NYX Brow Gel, and then I'll make the NYX Brow Gel up there and empty. For mascara, you know, I really want to bring these 2 out. So I've got the Maybelline Great Lash, which I've never tried before, so it'll be brand new to me. And then this is the Kindness Vegan Dinner mascara. I thought they had more than one mascara, but I think this is the only one. It's the Go Big or Go Home mascara. So I will bring these two in. And then for eyeliner, I am panning an eyeliner, a black eyeliner. So I don't think I need a black eyeliner. And actually, I think Shop Mercier just sent me a bunch of like shadow pencils slash liners and PR. I'm about to like film that unboxing next. So I don't know if I want to bring in like a solid eyeliner. Maybe we can do a liquid eyeliner. Let's do the brown liquid eyeliner from MAC. I think that'll work well with both the Naked 2 and the ColourPop palette that I'm panning. Okay, we got the mascara. We've got the liner. I think we are good in here. Alright, so down here we have lipsticks. I think, what do I want to bring in? Alright, so these are the products I'm going to bring in. I've got the mini Charlotte Tilbury lip liner that actually came with the mini lipstick that I already have in the basket. So I'm going to bring that in so I can use it with that. I've got this liquid lipstick from Stila. It's like a nude shade. I think it'll look really well. And then I've got this Dior lip gloss in like this really pretty orange color. And I think this is going to look really pretty with the ColourPop palette. So I will bring these in. The next drawer is my empties drawer, so we don't have to go through that. So let's go ahead and switch over to eyeshadow palettes. So I went through all of my eyeshadow palettes. I've got a bunch of them up here on top of the console table. I've got some on the bookshelf down there. And I got a few new palettes. I got some palettes, as you saw, for my birthday. My good friend Bougie Brie sent me a big package of palettes. I posted that to my TikTok and on my Instagram stories if you want to check that haul out. So I went through my palettes and I decided to go with these. So this one is a gift. I think this was actually a gift from Bougie Brie last year. And this is the Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn palette. And it's just really pretty. And I think these shades are going to work really well with the palettes I have in the basket already. And then a gift recently from Bougie Brie. This is the Abh Prism palette. This was a holiday palette a few years ago. And again, I think these shades are going to work really well. And I kind of miss the ABH formula. I kind of want to go back to using one of those palettes. So I'm going to bring this one out. So let me go ahead and organize the basket and we'll be back for the final reveal. Alright, so here's the basket. I had to put the Laura Mercier powder up here because the container doesn't actually fit in the first drawer. I've got the mascaras we picked out, the brow gel, our NYX glitter glue, the brown eyeliner, and then our lipsticks and the lip liner that we picked. Here in drawer number 1, we have our pressed powder, our primers, our concealers. Here we've got the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector from a Petty Project pan, and then we've got the foundations we picked out. In drawer number 2, we're keeping it pretty simple. We've got the liquid blushes, the Color Tattoo, the Tom Ford shadow, and then my 2 Pan That palettes. Drawer number 3 is a bit more chaotic, but we've got our highlighter palette, the 2 eyeshadow palettes we chose, the blush palette, and then the individual Kylie Bronzer. And last but not least, we've got the rest of my Petty Project Pan products and my little makeup towel. So there we have it. That's just about everything I will be using for this month. Let me know down below what you guys are going to be using in January. Happy New Year, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.